the fear inside myself and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape these games I've been looking for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in Stratton, Pennsylvania for another episode of WWE 2K25 Universe Mode, and it is the Fallout to Survivor Series where WCW Nitro fell short to SmackDown Live 4-3. So let's see what's in store here tonight on WCW. We have title matches and we have the road to the Royal Rumble. So let's start this show here in the 2K25 season.
All right, Ace Army kicking off Nitro. We have the Visionary.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Freakin Rollins.
And there he is, Seth Freakin Rollins, a former WCW champion alongside many other accomplishments here in Universe Mode history. But he is scheduled in a one-on-one match here against the Prince of the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, to open up this edition of WCW Nitro following Survivor Series, where unfortunately for WCW, they came up short. But look who is in the corner of Rollins. That's Damian Priest. And if anybody knows Finn Balor, it's Damian Priest. Those two have a lot of history, which we will get into during the match. But guys, let's see the Prince now. And there is Finn Balor.
And his opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
The Prince, Finn Balor, you could say, is the leader of the Judgment Day faction. Balor has alongside him usually, but in his faction it consists of himself, Tatum Paxley, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough, which are tag team champions, which unfortunately for them, they came up short against the SmackDown Live tag team champions, the Motor City Machine Guns, last night at Survivor Series, and they are also in action in our main event here today on Nitro, so that's going to be good. But let's renew a old rivalry from the early days of the 2K25 season. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins coming your way to start off this episode. All right, guys, the bell has been rung in. Rollins gets drop kicked and punched in the face to start off this match. And now Finn with some nice moves to the legs. And the reason I mentioned these two men used to have a past with one another, because if you watched in the earlies of this season, we saw both men hold the WCW championship, whether that was Seth Rollins or that was Finn Balor. So we will see who gets the best of one another here in this obviously non-title match, since none of these two have the championship. But I am very intrigued, to say the least. Well, look at Rollins now working on the eyes of Balor. Both men very similar in movesets. Finn Balor quick and elusive, while Seth is quick and elusive as well. But he is very technical, I feel like is the right word to say, when he comes in the ring, especially against someone of Finn Balor's stature. But now Rollins telling Finn Balor to get up. Big shot to the face, followed up by a collar and elbow tie-up between both men. Damian Priest watching on as his former best friend last season and in previous seasons goes at it with the architect, the visionary, the man of many names. And now kick to the midsection there from Balor with a cheap shot to Rollins. Now both men are locked up with one another once again. The only nickname we do not call Seth Rollins anymore is the Drip God. Seth Rollins does not want to be known as that anymore, as you guys can see visibly. And just how he pretty much made his entrance. He did not like the vibrant attires he used to wear at the early stages of this season and in previous seasons. He wanted to go for something more laid back, casual. But here we go, an Irish whip from Balor, and now a counter, and look at this. Damian Priest getting involved here. I'm not surprised in a blind side there from Rollins to Balor. And like I said, there's a lot of history between those two men. They were tag team champions together in the 2K24 season, and they have been part of the Judgment Day with one another ever since pretty much, I believe, the end of 2K24, and they started that in 2K23. So it was like 2 years, almost a year and a half, if not that. I don't remember if it started in 2K22, but I could be wrong. But Finn Balor gets stunnered to the outside, courtesy of Rollins, and Rollins is watching on. But going back to this new look on Seth Rollins, you can see he's wearing a more, I don't want to say normal attire, but a more right to the business kind of things. He wants to get everything going for him. He dyed his hair all brown again. He does not have any blonde in there, as you guys can see. He just wants to get another chance at that WCW championship, which Cody Rhodes holds. Speaking of the American Nightmare, we saw him defeat CM Punk, the WWE champion, in the main event of Survivor Series yesterday. If you missed it, make sure to check it out. It will be in the end card of this video, so keep that in mind. But a count of 8, and Balor runs in, and he might get count out victory here, and he's flexing, and he does.
Here is your winner, Finn Balor.
Well, the Prince and the leader of the Judgment Day gets the win here in this first match of this episode of WCW Nitro, despite the distraction from Damian Priest. But guys, what's coming up here next on this edition of Monday Nitro? Survivor Series yesterday was a disgrace. We lost 4-3 to SmackDown Live, and that is not how this brand operates. Now let me be clear, Cody showed up like a champion. Charlotte showed up like a champion. And the men's War Games team fought their asses off, and they did their job. But everyone else, you need to fix your shit, and you need to do it fast. Slop your performance, miss chances, excuses. I don't want to hear any of it. This is business. Either you step up right now, or you won't be representing this brand much longer, or this season. Ace Army coming your way next. We have women's action, and there is the man, Big Tom Bex, Becky Lynch.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, the man, Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch scheduled to go one-on-one with Tiffany Stratton here in moments to come. And a good thing for the women's division that they did win their battle in Becky Lynch's rival, I guess you could say. Charlotte Flair did defeat Rhea Ripley in the Battle of the Women's Champion, so that is good for the division. But who will be the next challenger for Charlotte's title? We have to see who moves up in the ranks before the Royal Rumble pay-per-view at the end of the month. So Ace Army, let's go down to Tiffany Stratton's entrance.
And her opponent from Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
What time is it, guys? It's Tiffy time. But who is going to walk away with the win here in this episode of Universe Mode in the 2K25 season? Will it be that woman, Tiffany Stratton, or will it be the woman we just saw, Becky Lynch? All right, the bell has been rung, and now a kick, and now another one from Tiffany Stratton, and now taking her down via her own arm. And usually Becky Lynch is one of the queens out working on your arm because she wears it down for her signature maneuver to disarm her. But she gets out of that move from Tiffy, and now we are locked up here in the second match of episode number 69 in Universe Mode. And what a great season this has been so far. We have 2 pay-per-views left. I know, guys, it has been on a constructed schedule due to personal things that are going on in my life. But all I care about is getting to Royal Rumble and WrestleMania before the 2K26 season. So, guys, we will be doing that. So keep that in mind. And I will have an announcement regarding the 2K26 season whenever the 2K26 release date comes out. So keep that in mind. But now you guys can see Tiffany Stratton telling Becky Lynch to get up. An Irish whip, and now a counter Irish whip from Big Time Bex. And now a stunner to the floor. I think it's funny that we saw the couple of Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch in back-to-back matches. Rollins that opened up and lost to Finn Balor. And now Becky Lynch going on one-on-one with Tiffany Stratton. Will Becky Lynch have the same result as Seth Rollins? And that would be a loss. Or will she turn it around for the power couple? We'll have to see. Chop to the chest, and now another one. And Becky Lynch using her strength, throwing Tiffany Stratton all over the place here on the outside of the ring. Becky with a stomp to the face now at a count of 3. Stratton gets up courtesy of the help of Lynch. Irish whip and back into the squared circle we go, about at a count of 5. Cover from Lynch. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Tiffy. Stomp there from Becky. And now look at this. Big leg drop to the arm. And like I said, Becky Lynch is the queen of working on your arm. She wears it down, so whenever she hits that disarmer, she has a good chance of tapping you out. What a running attack there to Stratton. Rocks her. And guys, Becky Lynch has suddenly taken control in this one-on-one match. And now, just like that, Tiffany Stratton is busted open. And if she counters that move, that is huge. Will Tiffany turn this around? Irish whip, leapfrog, and a nice Toto Whirl backbreaker from Tiffy. All right, both women locked up, but Becky gets out of it quite easily. Irish whip, and look at this. Stratton looking for something, but an elbow from Tiffany with a counter. Now a cartwheel into an Alabama slam, and now a cover from Stratton. 2. Kick out at 2 from Bex. Really great match we have here. Who is going to be the challenger for for Charlotte Flair's title down the road at the Royal Rumble? I know this is not a number 1 contenders match, but I guarantee you one of these women will boost up in the ranks depending who wins. Stratton now with some kicks to the face of Becky Lynch. Stratton is pissed that Becky Lynch made her bleed earlier on in this match. Stratton now looking for something here. Irish whip, and an Irish whip going underneath, and now a kick right to the face from Bex. And now a stomp to the arm, and Lynch with a submission. Stratton right by the ropes. Will she grab it or get out of it? Oh, she gets out of it easily. Misses the chop there. Lynch looking for something here. Look at this. Oh, I have never seen that, but the disarmer is locked in, but Stratton gets out of it, or Becky lets go. I don't know what she's thinking here. Maybe manhandle slam, and yes, she is. Manhandle slam connects. Becky might have it. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. I thought Becky had the win right there. I'm not going to lie. Lynch now to the second rope, looking to jump. Will she connect? And she does. Becky now, look at this, looking for another version of the disarmer, but this time it's like an armbar. Will Tiffy give up? Nope, she does not. Lynch lets go again. I don't know what Becky sees in this, but maybe she's trying to break the arm, and she might have right there. Kick to the chest from Lynch, and now a stomp to the arm. And right now, Becky Lynch is back on the offense, and it's looking really good in her favor. Kick to the back. And now throwing her arm. Man, I thought Tiffy had a chance in this match, but right now, and pretty much the majority of it, at least 60% of it, has been all Lynch, and a diving elbow drop connects to the spine of Stratton. And now Lynch looking for something here. Oh, counter from Stratton. That is huge. Kick to the midsection now. Tiffy hoisting her up. I don't know what she has in mind. Oh, sit out powerbomb. Shoulders are down and a kick out at 1. Tiffy's pissed. She thought that could be it. Stomp to the arm from Stratton, telling Becky Lynch to bring it on even more. Becky getting back up to her feet now. And now look at this. Face first into the turnbuckle pad goes the man. And now look at this. Maybe a PME from Tiffany. No, not a PME, but a corkscrew off the middle rope. 2. Kick out at 2. Knee to the back. And the crowd chanting one more time, but this time Stratton going to the top rope, telling Becky to get up. And is she going to connect this? Drop kick, and Becky Lynch doesn't even get phased by it. But that might have been the worst thing that could happen, because look at this. Disarm her. Locked in to Stratton. And Stratton taps.
Here is your winner, the man, Becky Lynch.
Great win for the man, big time Bex. But guys, let's go backstage and hear from LA Knight. Let me talk to you. Everybody keeps asking what's next for LA Knight. Well, I'll tell you exactly what's next. I'm building myself up, back up to standard, brick by brick, win by win, because at the end of this month, at the Royal Rumble, I'm coming for Cody Rhodes in that WCW Championship. Cody, you walk around calling yourself the standard, the face of this business, but you're nothing but a dick. I'm the true champion because you're looking at the mega star. And just beware, because at the Rumble, I will be the next champion. Yeah. All right, guys, there's Big Jim, scheduled for one-on-one action.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso.
Mr. Money in the Bank is ready for his one-on-one match against Shawn Spears here in this episode of Nitro. And here comes the chairman himself, Shawn Spears, who needs to get some big wins here in the remainder of this season.
And his opponent from Niagara Falls, Canada, weighing in at 223 pounds, Shawn Spears.
All right, Ace Army, who is walking out of Nitro in this mid-card bout following Survivor Series? Is it that man, the chairman, Shawn Spears, or is it Mr. Money in the Bank, Jimmy Uso? All right, the bell has been rung, and that is the start you need, Shawn Spears. Starting it off with a lariat, and now a knee to the face. Now look at this, going for an early submission here in this match to Mr. Money in the Bank. Spears trying to do everything he can to win this match. This would be a huge win for him this season if he can get it. All right, to the eyes, and now both men locked up with one another here in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the home of the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, aka the AHL affiliate of the Pittsburgh Penguins. But a lariat now from Jimmy Uso, and Jimmy Uso, just like that, is turning it around, going for an early cover here on Shawn. Kick out by Spears, though. Spears was trying to roll out there, but Jimmy Uso was blocking his path, and here comes an Irish whip, and a spinning back elbow connects. Kick to the side of the face from Spears, and now just like that, a springboard comes in, but a miss, because Uso rolls out of the way, and now is going to capitalize on that miss. You cannot miss these moves, Shawn. Jimmy Uso is a veteran. He is Mr. Money in the Bank for a reason. He has held championships before. He has held tag gold with his brother Jay, that is on SmackDown, in previous seasons. So he knows what it's like, and what a leap from that side of the ring into the cover. Oh, that's a 1.9. excuse me, but that was a 1.9. That's why I almost said 2. Uso misses that, and oh my God. I thought Jimmy Uso was going to get him with that super kick, but I guess not. Spears turning it around, and then, oh, nice maneuver there. Stomp there, and the chairman is suddenly looking pretty well. Running around, trying to do something here. Bouncing back in this matchup, the third match of the night so far. You guys keep in mind, in the main event following this match, after whoever's promo we will hear from, we will see the New Day versus the Judgment Day for the Tag Team Championship belts. So that's going to be good. But before we have to get there, we have to watch this mid-card contest, and we have to watch a promo. So stick around. Make sure to subscribe if you are new, because I upload Universe Mode content every Monday and Friday and every 4 Sundays. And now a cover here from Jimmy, looking for something, and a kick out at 1. Super kick, dodged, and a super kick this time from Spears, and what in the was that? I don't even know. But Spears looking really good right now here in the second half of this matchup. And what's he looking for? Oh, some big clotheslines in the corner to Mr. Money in the Bank from the chairman. And now going underneath, hooking him up and dropping him down. Cover from Spears, trying to put him away. And a kick out at 1 from Jimmy Uso. Spears wondering what he can do to put away this man. He is digging deep and doing everything he can right now, using every move in his arsenal to try to capitalize on this. Stomp to the back of the head. And now Jimmy Uso gets to the outside. If I was Spears, I wouldn't have even let him get to the outside. But look at this. Spears looking to fly. Jimmy Uso back up to his feet, and a top rope drop kick right in front of our announcer's desk here on WCW Nitro. And you guys can see Spears just staring at Jimmy Uso, thinking what he has to do to put that man away. Our referee is halfway to counting to 10, and now both men just staring at one another. But Spears finally capitalizes on it, trying to throw Jimmy back in the ring. But Jimmy stops in his tracks, but both men are now entering back into the squared circle. Kick to the midsection from Spears. This might be the chance. No, counter from Jimmy. And Uso might have this if he can go on a run right now. Oh, super kick counter, and Jimmy Uso has not really been able to land those signature Uso kicks that he has done time and time again. Single-legged Boston Crab gets broken up because of the rope break. Kick to the midsection from Spears, and the chairman might have Jimmy Uso down for the count if he can land this big move coming. Spears hoists him up, fireman carry position, and Jimmy Uso with some elbows to counter. That is not good from Spears. Irish whip from Mr. Money in the Bank. Off the ropes, underneath, leapfrog, and a spinning back elbow, busting him open. This isn't good. Oh well, he had a run. I mean, he can still win, you never know. But a spear from Big Jim, Mr. Money in the Bank, going for a cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. He had a smile on his face. He thought that was going to be it. He knows that his brother on SmackDown Live, Jey Uso, has won matches with the spear, and there the super kick connects. Nice step takedown there from Jimmy Uso. And Jimmy, kick to the back. Uso going to the middle rope now. And taking him down. Spears sitting up. Oh my God. What a shot to the face of Spears. Oh my, the super kicks are coming in now. I thought Spears had this match. I thought his trajectory was going to change, but oh well. Counter there, and now a lariat, but As soon as I say that, Spears is back on the offense. So we will see what happens. But now look at him taking off that top turnbuckle while the referee is focused on Jimmy Uso going to the outside of the ring. Both men staring at each other. Shawn Spears coming back to the outside and ducks under that super kick. Kick to the midsection from Shawn, and the chairman is hoisting him up. Looking for a power bomb here on the apron, and he connects with it, and now a swing to the side of it. And guys, that hurts. That's the hardest part of the ring, if you didn't know. Count of 2. Now both men here on the outside trying to regroup, trying to figure out what to do. And a count of 4. You can see the blood all over the side of the face of Shawn Spears. It's all that left side. But here he comes back in the ring. And now Jimmy Uso just trying to regain some thoughts right now. And a cartwheel there from Spears, flexing here. And I don't know what Jimmy's doing, but he is just accepting his fate. I don't know. 9. And this might be another count-out victory. It is. Spears wins via count-out.
Your winner, Shawn Spears.
Great win for Shawn Spears here to knock off Mr. Money in the Bank. And that's an incredible win for him this season. But guys, let's see what we got coming up next here before the tag team title main event. Yesterday at Survivor Series, the WWE Champion of SmackDown Live, CM Punk, was supposed to be untouchable, the face of that brand, the so-called best champion in the world, and I made him look weak. I made him look exposed. I stood over the WWE Champion and proved that his title doesn't mean a damn thing when he's in the ring with me. I made CM Punk look like a little bitch. And now, LA Knight wants to talk about the Royal Rumble at the end of the month. You're pathetic, LA. You're a loudmouth living off catchphrases while real champions carry real pressure. I don't chase the hype. I crush it. Just ask Pepsi Phil over there on SmackDown. I'm the WCW champion because I embarrass people. I bury pretenders just like you. All right, guys, it is main event time here on WCW Nitro, and here comes the challengers for the tag team titles.
The following is a tornado tag team match, and is for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
We saw on a recent edition of WCW Nitro, Kofi Kingston cut a promo saying the New Day is ready for the gold. So we'll see if they can get the win. In Ace Army, there are your WCW Tag Team Champions.
The champions, accompanied by Tatum Paxley at a combined weight of 380 pounds. The WCW World Tag Team Champions, Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough, the Judgment Day.
Tatum Paxley joining Dom and JD here in their title match. And guys, the Judgment Day is 0-1 in the past 24 hours. They did lose in the tag team title clash between both brands yesterday at Survivor Series to the Motor City Machine Guns. But now they must lock in. Their titles are on their line, are on the line. But guys, who is going to win this main event match? Will it be JD and Dominic Mysterio, the Judgment Day? Or will it be Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day? All right, guys, the Judgment Day handing the titles over to our official, and it is time for the main event. All right, the bell has officially rung. Who is walking out of Scranton, PA as tag team champions? Will it be the New Day or will it be the Judgment Day? Two great tag teams, two historically gifted teams as well, and a nice maneuver there from JD. And now Dom working on Kofi's arm. Good stuff there from him. Dom now looking to do something to Xavier, but Xavier counters. Xavier was pretty much injured all season long, but it is good to see him back in action. And honestly, if you guys are thinking about variables, I know I am. And I'm not talking about the math ones. I'm talking about Tatum Paxley in the corner of the Judgment Day. That is a threat in itself. It's technically 3-on-2, but Paxley is not a legal member in this title match. So we'll see if Paxley comes into play. And speaking of coming into play, look at this. Dominic Mysterio has a steel chair that he just whacked Xavier Woods with. And now JD with some kicks to the face to Kofi Kingston. And now JD's turn with the steel chair, trying to hit Kofi. But he drops it, gives that up. And now I believe McDonough is rocking a new attire. I have never seen this, and what a leap that was from Woods. But McDonough is not letting Mysterio get up for long because a backstabber to the back of Woods into a cover. Kick out at 1 from one half of the New Day. Both tag teams are heels, so that is very interesting in its own right. And Mysterio just about to finish the Three Amigos. And also, if you are brand new or you are a returning subscriber, if you did not know, you can go in the description of this video or my link tree, and you will see a section called WWE 2K25 Universe Mode. I believe it's JV's WWE 2K25 Universe Mode, to be more specific. But if you click on that, there is a spreadsheet that would pop up, and it provides everything for you, from Nitro results to win-loss records for every superstar and wrestler, and anything you can ask for is on that spreadsheet. It's like your little cheat sheet for the 2K25 season, and it will be back in the 2K26 season, so keep that in mind. But I am focused now on this main event match. Who is walking out of Scranton as champion? And JD with a big steel chair shot there. I don't think he was ready for Dom to jump, so Dom crashed and burned, unfortunately, but he's right back up to his feet and now throws Xavier Woods with power into that corner. Woods with a nice move there, and JD was looking for a sharpshooter, but now Dom busted open. But look at this. What power there from the, I don't even know, the small but powerful JD McDonough. Dom grabbing a baseball bat, looking for something to do with it. Leaves it by Paxton. Maybe Paxton will get involved with it. And Mysterio, suicide dive to the outside to Kofi Kingston. And down goes Woods right on that steel chair. Oh, I was telling you, Paxton's the variable. She's getting involved already, but this is with the official instead of the New Day. And cover from JD. That was arguably a 3 count. If the referee wasn't distracted, the Judgment Day would be walking out of Scranton as your tag team champions still. But JD's looking to fly, telling, I believe that is Xavier Woods, yup, to get up, while Dom goes after Kofi, trying to handle business in his own right. Now Kofi busted open, and this isn't looking good for the New Day. They are getting dismantled right now. It looks like they are showing a bunch of ring rust. And Dom saying, shh, be quiet. But Kofi capitalizes on that, looking for a springboard crossbody, and it connects. JD now looking for something. And look at this, trouble in paradise. Oh no, that's an SOS. Excuse me, SOS from Kofi Kingston. I always get them mixed up. And speaking of trouble in paradise, I don't know if that did anything, but the trouble in paradise hit Dom, but I don't know if that's going to do anything. Oh no, it's not. JD gets rocked, and the tides have switched, and the champions might be changed. Never mind, kick out of 2. JD is still saving his team right now, even though he just kicked out of the finishing maneuver of Kofi Kingston. And now all 4 men, counting Tatum Paxley, are on the outside. And as soon as I say that, Dom and Xavier Woods come back in. But a nice poison rana there from McDonough. Nice counter there from Xavier. And now Woods Hoisting him up, dropping him. A package maneuver there into a cover, trying to win the belts, and a kick out at 2 from one half of the champions, Dominic Mysterio. Kendo stick to the back, another one, and now he is going to town. Woods going to the middle rope, double axe handle missed. Mysterio looking for a tornado DDT, and he connects. And JD trying to regroup while Kofi Kingston is battling Dom. And Mysterio with the slam, dropping him on the kendo stick. And here comes Xavier Woods. I thought he was going to go after him. But 1, 2. Oh, Xavier Woods is lucky there. And down he goes with the Hurricane Rana. I do not know what JD's doing. He's just having a good time, I guess, on the outside by our announcer's desk. But Mysterio looking for a springboard, and he hits both of the New Day, by himself, taking things into his own hands. But now entering the equation once again, going back to the outside, just messing with the New Day, and Mysterio dragging Xavier Woods to the ropes. Trying to think what he could do here. He's picking him up and dropping him. And down he goes, because look at this maneuver. What a DDT that was from Kofi. And Kofi has that kendo stick, just looking and waiting. He's waiting for Dom to get up, and he's not going to let him get back in the ring. Oh my God. Dom, that's what JD gets for just standing there, I suppose. Oh, he's still standing there. Oh no, I thought he was going to come back into this. But look at this. This is what I was talking about. The variable. Paxley getting involved. And now, oh my God, Dom was just tossed into Tatum. That would have been funny. But I don't know what's going on right now. I think all of the men are just staring at each other, saying they are putting on a banger match. But look at this. McDonough finally comes back. A Poison Rana connects. And suddenly this match has gotten a little more interesting, because it hasn't really been too interesting in the past 2 or so minutes. Mysterio hoisting up Kofi. Scoop slam connects. And now Mysterio going to the top rope, looking to jump. Diving elbow drop. And here comes JD. Will the New Day lose their only shot at the tag team titles that they have? And nope, kick out of 2 from Xavier Woods. McDonough now looking for something here. Mysterio, I don't know what he was thinking there. But a submission here. Oh, JD did not like that, I guess. But here comes Kofi back in. And JD hoisting up Woods, dropping him down into a cover. Will the Judgment Day retain? 1, 2. Ooh, 2.5. What a tag team main event this has been, guys. And it has not disappointed. Although both teams are heels, they have been putting on a good show for the audience here in Scranton. So I cannot complain. Spinebuster from Mysterio. Neckbreaker from Woods. And Dom with the big strong strike there. And now a second one. And now Kofi trying to get some air. I don't know. But JD, I don't think he's going to let him, because he's going to go fly. Double stomps. You could say a coup de grace. Finn Balor taught him that move. I guarantee you that. But our referee watching back and forth, as it has been crazy right now. Springboard from Kofi connects, and down goes the referee. Mysterio falling into the official here in this main event. Craziness, guys. Absolute bonkers. Shot from Woods. Irish whip from Xavier. Back body drop. Down goes Mysterio. Russian leg sweep from Woods now. And the referee is still down. And the New Day is getting distracted by the Judgment Day's own Tatum Paxley. Up comes JD. And a big headbutt there from the biggest forehead in pro wrestling. And as soon as I say that, the official gets up. You count 2. Oh my God, that was the slowest count of the night and maybe of the season. Oh my God, this match could have been over. Hurricane Rana there from Woods, but the sledgehammer from Mysterio rocks him. Woods getting out of the way there, but look at this. Woods hoisting him up. Going for the sledgehammer now. Dropping it. Thought he had to use it, but he is now dragging Dom. We might have new champs. Woods, cover to Mysterio. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. JD comes back in. And now looking for a springboard of his own. Misses the mark. And a nice counter there from Kofi. And Kofi with a big punch there. And SOS connects from one half of the New Day. And oh, look at this. That is what I'm saying. The variable of Tatum Paxley pulls out the ref from underneath the ring to stop the count, because that could have been the end of this tag team title match. And a Trouble in Paradise. Oh, Dom with the counter. I thought we were going to see a Trouble in Paradise, but it might be a Trouble in Paradise for Woods and Kofi. And Dom just landed on those steel steps, and he's resting on them, guys. Look at his back and legs. He's just, oh my gosh. Mysterio is propped up on them like a rag doll. Oh, Dom finally gets off them because he had to. He was about to get stomped into oblivion. What a main event. And now a sunset flip from Mysterio. Stomp to Woods. Or save, or God, Kofi. I knew it was Kofi too. I just said the wrong name. And speaking of Woods, JD going after him on the outside in the continuous assault with the sledgehammer from Mysterio. Dom going to the top rope, looking for something here, looking for the splash, and it connects. Dom trying to retain it from the Judgment Day. 1, 2, 3. The Judgment Day retain.
Here are your winners, and still WCW World Tag Team Champions, Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough, the Judgment Day.
While Dirty Dom and JD McDonough retain their tag team titles following their loss to the Motor City Machine Guns yesterday at Survivor Series,